Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we'll focus on how to find data freshness. Remember from our previous sessions? Data freshness is one of the key data quality dimensions. But why is data freshness so important? Simply put, it helps ensure that the data you're working with is up to date and reliable. For example, in retail industry, having accurate and timely data such as when products were last restocked is extremely important for smoother operations and happy customers. Imagine the frustration of a customer trying to buy a product that shows as in stock but is not actually available. How can that even happen? Because the data is not up to date. So it's extremely important to know if your data is fresh or not. To demo this concept, we'll be working with a table called product inventory. This table stores information about products, their stock levels, and the last time they were restocked. We'll use this dataset to show how to calculate data freshness with SQL queries. But how do you calculate data freshness on the dataset? Let's first define it. It's the time difference between the current time and last restocking time. Alright, now we know the dataset name on which we want to calculate the data freshness, that is product inventory table, and the definition of data freshness. So time to open database to create the table product inventory. Let's get started. I'm using Postgres to demonstrate this concept. You can use any other database. Let's create the product inventory table with the create table syntax. It's simple, right? Only three columns: product name, stock quantity, last restocked. Let's execute it and then insert records into the table. Here is the insert query. We are inserting three records: laptop, smartphone, and four headphones. The 50, 200, 120 are quantities, and then the timestamp. Let's execute it and then see the table values in the output. Alright, query returned successfully. Let's select the table. Here you go. Product name column with the product names, stock quantity, last restock date. Alright, now we know the use case. Let's find out how to identify data freshness. We have already defined the calculation, right? What is it? Time difference between the current time and last restocking time. Let's write the SQL to find this out. Here is the query. What we are doing? We are finding maximum last restock date and then subtracting that maximum last restock time from the current time. That gives us the freshness lag. What is the time lag between now and last updated record time? Execute this. So the latest data is 2 minutes ago. This has been restocked. So we are good. Now let me modify the data in such a way that it gives more lag. So if you see, I am writing an update query and adding more lag intentionally because what we are doing is for demo purpose, right? We have seen a positive output from this query. So I'm tweaking the data inside the table. All right, let me execute it. Let's see the data here. Again, max of last restock date. So I'll get the max of last restock date will give you the last updated time of this table. We want to know when was it last updated. When we say last updated, is it yesterday, is it 2 hours ago, or 2 minutes ago? That's why we are using now clause, that is the current timestamp clause, and subtracting the last updated time. Execute it now. See, you have 6 hours lag. Say for example, you wanted to see that as an alert by giving some threshold. If this table is expected to load for every 2 hours, then whenever you see a lag of greater than 2 hours, you want to see that as an alert and act on it. That action can be anything. You can be reaching out to your upstream source team and tell them that, boss, we have not received the data. Or in the first place, you can check your table if something is wrong, if the pipeline is failed, or if everything is okay, you'll go to your upstream source team. Let me add the threshold of 2 hours. For that, let's add a case statement. I'm copy pasting to save some of your valuable time. So if you look at it, all I have done is added this highlighted part. That is a case statement, current time minus last updated time. If that time lag, if that freshness lag is greater than 2 hours of interval, then show me as alert. Else, show it as pass. Show it under a status column. Alright, let's execute the query again. See, since I have added 2 hours, it is showing as alert. If I add as 7 hours or 8 hours, say for example, it should show me the status as pass. Pass. Because the freshness lag is less than 8 hours. So now you know how to find out if your data is fresh or not.